All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back, and today we're playing a little more Ace Combat X. Maybe finishing it. Maybe. No promises. But we're so close. I'm not entirely sure about how long the base assaults are going to take. That's kind of like the one thing that leads it to being a maybe for me. But I think we've got a chance. I think there's a solid chance that I could be finishing it today. So I'll take it. If there's a chance, I gotta go for it. I want to be done. A, just because we've been on it for so long. But B, just crashed. It was there for a second. But B, because also after this we get to go on to Ace Combat 6. And 6 is going to feel like a dream after this, because 6 basically just feels like 7 for the most part. There's some stuff that's not there. Great start. Yeah, as soon as the video capture got started, it crashed, which happens sometimes, and it does it to a lot of stuff on my computer. I don't know why. Something about OBS, like when you start capturing something that's already been open for a few minutes, sometimes it'll just crash it. I don't know why exactly, but it happens. That was actually the tragic, hour of progress lost way back during Yakuza 1. That was exactly what it was. I had turned off the video capture for some reason. I can't remember what I was doing, and then when I turned it back on, game died, and I hadn't saved for like an hour. That was pretty early in Yakuza 1. Wow. Just all of the different variations. Just give me no change.
Allied ground forces
No change is
have
good.
finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elba. They're the same troops we rescued.
Just a smidge
from
more
Stan's
dancing
hand.
with a side of
The
angels.
mission will be to recapture
It's a little
Santa Elba,
little different, but
the
really
vital
it's like
transportation route. If we succeed
it's so
in
crazy
retaking the city,
because especially
our
if you're like a
capital Blitz
PlayStation
wall
guy,
will
you've
be
always been a
elite.
PlayStation guy,
Analysis
and you're
of
one
the
of those
SWBM
AC fans who just never played 6 because of that.
the shockwave of the missile
6 and 7
before
feel
reaching ground level.
very alike.
Therefore, an assault by our
You hear what's
ground
happening with the
forces has
Bloodborne
a much
servers?
higher probability of
No.
succeeding. The mission can
What
commence
is happening
at
with the
any time.
Bloodborne
The
servers?
Great Mirror has troubled Aurelia
Is there like a
long enough.
protest
The time has
because people are
come to
pissed
drive
that
it out.
that Nintendo's basically getting Bloodborne 2? I think it was like 3 parts left to buy. None of them are too expensive. That one's 42,000, but none of them are too expensive. So close on parts. Basically, the money grind is done. With the money grind factored in, I might not get it today, now that I think about it. But we'll see. They're apparently getting shut down like April, or sorry, it might be an April Fool's thing, but they might be getting shut down. That wouldn't shock me. It seems like it's an April Fool's thing. Because I Googled it and I can't find anything about it. It seems like it's April Fool's. Everything is like from years prior, and it's just like scheduled maintenance outages from like years ago. So it's probably an April Fool's thing. Plus FromSoft, well, yeah, FromSoft would still probably be the ones announcing that. Or Sony. It would come from one of them. From FromSoft Twitter. That narrows things down. Hold on.
The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance. Look, this is gonna bottom. The vehicle's below the glade.
They've been tweeting a lot because, hold on, I have to scroll like to get through the whole last few days. They have not tweeted about Bloodborne in the last like 2 months. So probably April Fools. Definitely April Fools at that point. They've been tweeting a lot just like the last 3 days because they had the Duskbloods announcement. They've been tweeting patch stuff for Elden Ring and Armored Core lately. They've been posting like, what's it, character showcases, I guess, for the different classes in Night Rain recently. They've just started tweeting those out to like show off the abilities of all the different characters and stuff. Which seems so weird because I'm so out of the loop on the Night Rain thing, right? And I was just watching one of those that popped up, and apparently there's like ultimates for each character. And just seeing like
rimming.
No, I don't. Just seeing what's it? Like an ultimate ability in a Souls game felt weird. Felt wrong.
I just want to stick my finger in there. This flat.
Because it was like an Overwatch style ultimate. It was the archer guy, and he just gets like a huge arrow that clears out like a gigantic line of enemies when you shoot it. It does like a big blast when he shoots this special arrow. And I was like, this is just Overwatch. Switch 2 prices? Yeah. Nintendo thinks they're Apple. I don't know why they... Well, they kind of are the games industry equivalent of Apple, I guess, but... It's bad. They've gone full Apple now. Now we've got an inflated ego. Yeah, Nintendo's been bad with the greed lately. Like, really bad. And this is just them kind of hitting a new peak with it, I guess. Come on. Oh, by the way, my plan is to get one part purchased of the 3 I have remaining, and then just open up multiplayer. See if we get at least one person to start making moves. We're so close on the multiplayer. I've got like a handful of dogfight wins left. I don't remember how many exactly, but I think it was like 5 or something in that ballpark. And then we have to play a bunch of base assault, but those matches literally last like 30 seconds. And then we're done with multiplayer. 3, I believe. Was it 3? I remember it being something like 5-ish. Could be 3. I just don't remember it being that few. Holy. Don't dodge that. Thank you. Nintendo honestly is at its best when they're struggling, like as a company. Weirdly. It's when Nintendo has to get people like back on their side, that's when Nintendo's at their best. But yeah, the Switch 2 prices, in general, the system is also very overpriced, in my opinion. Like, horribly overpriced. But I logged on to Twitter for a bit yesterday. Quickly remembered why I don't log on to Twitter. Because I go on there. I was actually there to see what the zombies community thought of the new BO6 map. Because I'm pretty sure it's like my new favorite just piece of content in BO6. It's so good. We were playing that on stream and I wanted to see what the community thought. Generally very positive opinions from everyone else. But I also, when I logged on there, saw a whole lot of like debate about the Switch 2 game prices. And bro, the amount of like diehard Nintendo fans that I saw defending the $90 fucking download cartridge, because if you didn't catch this bit, another fun thing with the Switch 2 is that a lot of the game cartridges, when you do buy physical copies, they aren't actually going to have the game on the cartridge. It's basically just going to be a cartridge that you slot into the Switch, and it like okays your license to download the game from the storefront. So a lot of their physicals aren't even going to be physicals anymore. And despite that, the physical has an upcharge of an extra $10, bringing it to $90 cartridges for games from the already ridiculous $80 games. It's wild. I did not have Nintendo tries to push AAA game prices even further on my bingo card, but here we are. I thought, like, if anyone was going to try to push it past 70 in the near future, I thought it was going to be, like, one of the usual suspects, right? Like EA, Activision, Sony. I was not expecting Nintendo to be the next ones to try to, like, drive a new standard for AAA pricing. I thought it would be like one of the same companies that was really pushing the $70 thing not too long ago, right? But no, Nintendo. Nintendo jumping straight from 60 to 80. Hot take, companies should be okay with piracy when they want us to be okay with not owning our games. Well, the only company that actually very stupidly said that was Ubisoft, which of course. But the thing is, like, that wasn't even, that quote has been taken so out of context. That was part of Ubisoft trying to push their monthly subscription model, not like sell digital licensing for games. Because the thing is, with the digital license, you do own it. Just, you don't actually have like a physical. And the whole discussion about that has been like, well, what happens when the storefront goes down? And in the case of consoles, you still own it. Like, we've seen plenty of console storefronts go down. And in the case of PC, what has always happened up to this point has been that vendor will make some deal with another vendor to move all of the keys over, like within a certain amount of time before they shut down, because they can get some very good money like during the shutdown process if they strike a deal like that. Because obviously other vendors, like say Steam of all the vendors shut down, right? Or was going out of business, will never happen. But say it was. Say it was Steam. You know damn well that like Epic Games and EA and like everyone would be fighting over those Steam licenses, because whoever gets all of the Steam licenses gets all of those Steam users just automatically like onboarded over to their vendor, their storefront instead. So I'm not a piracy advocate. I never have been. I think a lot of it gets inflated, certainly. Exaggerated.
We've succeeded in destroying the Gleipnir, as well.
And in that case, I think that's one of the ones that gets the most exaggerated, because when you really dig down to it, it's you do own them. There is a potential situation in which those games could be lost, but that's still the same with like physical copies. Discs get damaged, they stop working after being read enough times. Like, shit happens to CDs too. The odds are about the same, if we're being honest, of you losing the games, whether they're digital or physical. I don't know. What game do you think has the worst official strategy guide? I don't know. Probably just because I've never purchased that many strategy guides for games. I'm from the internet era. I've always had Google on my side, right? So I wouldn't know. I've genuinely like never really bought strategy guides for games. That mission made a lot of money, like a shit ton of money. I already got a part. What do you mean emulation? Hello there. Emulation is not inherently piracy.
Okay.
But emulation, at least so far in like the 40-ish years of like the modern home consoles industry, emulation has been probably the best form of games preservation that we have. Half of the information in the guide was locked behind a Square Enix subscription service to unlock with QR codes. What the fuck? They did a strategy guide and then locked like a remainder of that information behind a subscription. Okay, so it's 2? I need 2 dogfight wins. Is there anyone online? We can see. We'll see if I can't find anyone so early. Literally just started stream. Did one mission. We'll see. Maybe. There is a chance. Oh yeah, emulation can actually be a good way of preserving the physical copies, yes. Because if you dump a physical copy to your PC for emulation purposes, then like, yeah, you have a digital dump of it, right? It's like, it's there, it's available. If the disc shit the bed, like say, I don't know, what's like the last thing that I just dumped to my PC? Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, I think was the last game I had to dump to my PC lately. Say that my Umbrella Chronicles disc shit the bed. Like right now on my computer, I have a dump of it. So even if the disc dies, I do, I guess, have like a backup that I made. Then again, that's only if you're the kind of person who does that. Do it one more try. Maybe. Amadeus said, need a couple minutes. I could do one more mission. Because now that I see how little dogfight we have left, like truly just how, that's crazy. 2 more dogfight wins and I'm done. I got time. I can do this now. Oh no, mission 9. Oh wait, Blitz is a good one though. Okay, yeah. It's relatively quick too. It's a moment during any Ace Combat campaign that made you emotional or tear up. I never teared up during any of the Ace Combat games, I don't think.
As well as a vital supply channel.
No, I don't think. I think
our forces will gain a necessary
the 2, I guess, most
allied assault on the capital.
Emotional moments, if even, it's kind of,
but they're mobilizing to aid ground forces fighting.
It almost doesn't even feel right to say emotional just because of the way we typically use it, but the one thing that stood out for me, like from the whole first time playing everything, was starting up Stonehenge and then hearing, or Stonehenge, whoa, wrong mission. Starting up Megalith in AC4 and hearing the music.
Deep into enemy territory.
I think that was like the most, I guess, emotional moment, but even then it wasn't like I was sad or crying, just like, that was probably the biggest holy shit moment of the entire series for me. Playing through in release order and having that, just that whole sequence for the first time. It was wild.
Without risking a head-on confrontation.
Why am I in the hangar? I know that I can't do anything in there. I was just in there. The F2 could actually be pretty fun on this mission. Screw it. F2 it is. Just because it's a cool plane that I really never use. At least for multiplayer and stuff at this point. Most of the planes in this game have become planes that I never use, unfortunately. The multiplayer stuff is mostly based on winning. So I gotta sweat and use the best tools to complete it relatively quickly. Okay, I thought I was going too fast. I thought that I was gonna get spotted by him. Forget that this thing can kind of move when you're not, you know, up against like the most nimble planes in the game in a multiplayer match. This thing actually is pretty nimble. I loved flying the F2 in 7. I had a lot of fun with it in 7. What little time I spent with 7. Speaking of all the Nintendo stuff, Silk Song appearance for 3 seconds, eh? Jess was not in chat yesterday, so unfortunately, I didn't get to take a jab at her with the Silk Song cope yet. Silk Song. There's no way it's coming out this year, but it made an appearance. No release date, but an appearance. It was there. Third promised release year for the game, if nothing else. Maybe, you know, they say third time's the charm, right? Maybe. Maybe. Which is what FromSoft was working on instead of making more Armored Core. Did we see who's directing it? It seems like it's a Miyazaki game. So I don't think that Duskblood's existing means that they haven't been working on Armored Core. But then again, I obviously, if you've heard me talk about it, I'm not a strong believer in Armored Core 6 DLC at this point. I would love it, but I have a hard time convincing myself that it's going to happen. But I don't know if we learned like which of the teams is working on Duskbloods. Because FromSoft has a lot of teams now. Like just the last few years, they've started up a bunch of them. And I assumed it was Miyazaki's game. Just from looking at it pretty much, but it might not be. But we know that the AC6 team was not working on Night Rain. So I guess the question is just, was this the AC6 team? We just don't know. Prime 4 and Silk Song in the same year makes me so happy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pump the brakes. Slow down. We can't be on too much copium yet. We only have a year. We need a date. We've gotten too many release windows from Silk Song to believe them anymore. We need a date. Slow down. Maybe flipping a 180 is not the F2's strength. Maybe it's not as nimble as I was just giving it credit for being. It should be 2. Yeah. Perfect. Oh. Yeah, Duskbloods is Miyazaki's team. I was like, I didn't catch his name anything, or in the trailer or anything, but yeah, there's an interview with game director Hidetaka Miyazaki on Duskbloods coming out tomorrow. So yeah, it's his team. Unless it's one of those AC6 situations where it's like it started with his team, but then they handed it off to another team and went and worked on something else instead. It could be. But I feel like they wouldn't be interviewing him if that was the case. Oh, this thing decelerates really quickly.
You're coming in too fast.
Oh, not. I've done this a couple times.
Perfect, sir.
You will have to play Project Wingman once we get a date. I need a release date.
The surprise attack was a success. Sachana Air Base is back in our hands. Air power from the base will be a vital asset, especially in the battle to retake Griswold. I have the feeling the day of our capital's liberation is not far off.
Wow, that made way more credits than I thought that mission would. I'm in. All right, it's time. I might have to open my window. Is it still freezing outside? Yeah, I could crack it for a few. It's real hot in my room. Real hot. It's 31 degrees out. Warm enough. I can crack it for a few minutes. I'll give it a minute, just in case. But I think it's just gonna be down to the 1v1. Was it shootout that... Hold on. I need to go double check which dogfight mode I got the medal in already. Yeah, okay. We need to play shootout 2 more times. Well, 2 more times that I win. This is not where I want to be. I swear, I've got it together. It's fine. Okay, this time. Dogfight, shootout, or base assault. I always want to say base battle. One or the other. "1v1 base assault might not be the worst if we end up doing that. Purely because, then, like, if I manage to pull off a win, there's no chance that my teammate blew up the base. It'll just be I blew up the base. Might be nice. Almost time to lose Grace Maria. Almost. Almost time. I gotta go with Old Faithful. The F-22. An interesting choice. Hold on. It's actually convenient that you did that because the rules were wrong. And I realized hold on, how closer are you to the end? I need 2 wins, 2 in dogfight, and still however fucking many in base assault. I forgot the bots. Oh, screwed that one up. That's fine. Like 20-ish wins needed in base assault still. Oh, my plane saved. But we're close. We are close. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm flying one-handed. Okay. Glasses on, timer's going. Chole can't be stopped. Whoa. can't see. There. Old Faithful, take me home. Come on. Come on. Ooh. I got 2 of them up my ass. Screw it. I only meant to shoot 1. I just didn't think it would be ready. Oh, that was already 10? That was fast. Even with just 1 person, 10 goes faster than I expect it to. All right, boys. That's 1. 1 down. 1 to go for dogfight. Base assault is still a thing. Still got to do that. It would seem it's still just the 2 of us, at least on the network. We're the only ones on it. The only ones I can see anyway. We should host AC6 tournaments on stream every now and then. Maybe? I'm not a big PvP guy. Like, even, you know, I did the S rank and all that, but I'm not huge on Armored Core PvP. It's fine. It's decent fun. But not entirely my thing. We'll single plane it with some chat. What plane? What plane? Single plane? What plane? What do you have left? 1 dogfight win, 20-ish base destructions, and then I probably have to play like 2 more single player missions to get the last bit of credits. And that's it. We are in the cleanup stage of the 100%, as I like to call it. Where we have basically nothing left, so it's just a little bit of like, you know, tiny bit of this, tiny bit of that, tiny bit of that, done. You can make it if I die. FA-18s, maybe? Thoughts? Opinions? Hello, Tibby. You think we'll get to AC6 today? We could. But if we do, it's barely gonna be any. Like, I think the base assault will slow us down. That'll be like the one thing. Dogfight, we're pretty much done. Money grind, we're pretty much done. The base assault, hard to say exactly how long it'll take. I don't expect it to take more than like 2 hours tops. But it's a variable. I'm not entirely sure how long it will take. It's a little harder to predict the base assault for sure. Ah, son of a bitch. Ow! Once again, question the choices made when designing this game. Me too. Me too. Sweet. I'll take that trade. Keep her going. Damn. Yes. It's like a snowball of destruction. Oh, I'm dead. Once they mentioned the type of game it was, I haven't heard any of the interview stuff after. I saw people saying it was like multiplayer something. And I think it's one of those situations again where I'm just gonna trust and see what happens, mainly because it is Miyazaki's team. But then again, Souls PvP, not exactly my thing. So if it's a lot of that, I don't know. I don't know. Son of a bitch. 8-player PvPvE. Huh. What? Ow. That's not a bot. That's not a bot chasing me. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, what? Nintendo flexing that they have game chat? Bro, that was wild. And they spent like a whole 10 minutes on it too. Fucking shoot. Go, missiles. Do something. Yes. The other AC game? One of them. Assassin's Creed tomorrow. And then Animal Crossing on Saturday. And then Astral Chain on Sunday. And then Assetto Corsa on Monday. Oh. Chat, you see that? You see what that says? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Wait a minute. We gotta look at it. We have to take it all in. Oh, why is it silver? After all that, after all I went through, wait. The text isn't even right. They couldn't even bother getting the fucking text right. It says, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I'm sorry, Access Games, but both of the dogfight medals say that they're for getting 30 victories in dogfight survival. But this one is the medal for dogfight shootout. The text isn't even right. And it's silver instead of gold. Why? Why? Got scammed? I know what it is, at least. We all know what it is. Deceptive the text is. Just like the skies. Just like the skies. You know what that means, chat? From this point on, it's all base assault. It's all base assault. Whoops. All base assault. Oh. Base assault rounds, woo. Okay, if there are gonna be 3 of us in here, let's house rule this bitch just so that this doesn't take way longer than it needs to, okay? Listen, whoever's on my team, do not shoot the base once it's open, please, I beg you. Please, I fucking beg you. Do not shoot the base after it opens. If you want to help me open it, go for it. But please, this is gonna take so long of just base assault if you guys are shooting the base along with me. Because the way that they set it up, you have to actually land the finishing blow on the base to get the medals. So if you want to help me open it and then just chill, go for it. If you want to go and chase the other guy, go for it. But please, please, do not shoot the base. I beg. Wishing he was back on that AC5 mission. We're close. We're close. Not too much left. Plus, no one likes base assault, so I feel like this is the one situation where I can be like, please don't make this take longer than it needs to, and people aren't going to. I feel like this is the one time where chat's gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to do this any longer than I have to. Because base assault has been everyone's least favorite, pretty much. Oh yeah, Last of Us 2 came out on PC today. Marketing? Question mark? Hold on. I'm just gonna peek at the reviews really fast. That's all I'm gonna do. Wow. Not terrible. Not terrible. 90% means that it's at least not a disaster. That or only the Glazers are playing it. But I'm going to assume that it's just not that bad performance-wise. Oops. Stealth Dorito has been whipped out. Yes, that's a base destruction. Teamwork. Teamwork. That's one. One of, we don't know exactly how many I need, but somewhere in the ballpark of 20. We don't know exactly what I need for base destructions, but something like that. At some point, the medal for 15 base destructions will pop, and then we'll have an exact count to work with. But right now, I don't know how many we need. Digital Foundry was not impressed. What, with Last of Us 2? I'm sure they probably got a review copy for that. They would have been fiending for that review copy. Hold on. The digital... They did get a review copy. They already have a video up. Oh, and the title literally just says, The Last of Us 2 PC review. We are disappointed. It's right there in the title. I'll have to watch that later because I'm obviously very curious for The Last of Us, considering just how much of a shit show the last one was, performance-wise. I'm very curious. Couldn't you set the matches to have multiple base destructions? No. You see, that would be, like, good. But the thing with base assault is that it's not good. It's kind of this mode's whole thing. Digital Foundry aims for perfection. No, Digital Foundry, their standards are pretty much just make it run well for people who don't have supercomputers. Which I don't think is, like, a ridiculous expectation, right? Oh no. Okay. That's another one. Another one. I saw a video where it was running at 60 with a 3090 on 4K. Is that bad? That doesn't sound bad, but obviously it depends what settings they're using as well. Because typically you measure PC performance by either going for like mid-end, which is what most people on PC are going to be experiencing. Which typically also looks like a combination of like some settings on low, most on medium, maybe some on high, just depending on like what works, what doesn't. They were using Ultra. If that's true, then that's pretty good, but that makes me wonder what Digital Foundry is finding that's making them say it's not great. It's like I said, their standards are never like excessive. So it really makes me wonder. Because when things aren't like perfect, like take the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth PC port. That was a port that was like mostly good, but had a few glaring issues on PC. And Digital Foundry was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Here's what's not so great with it, but mostly pretty good. They didn't straight up put in the title, "We are disappointed." So it really makes me wonder what's going on under the hood with it. God knows I'm not going to buy it at full price, even though it is $50 on PC. I learned from buying the Last of Us port on launch. Never again, Naughty Dog. And the Uncharted port was terrible as well. The Uncharted 4 PC port was really bad. So I've just generally learned with Naughty Dog's recent ports, I will not buy them on release anymore. The problem may be it was Last of Us 2. Digital Foundry, at least normally, doesn't do like game reviews. They're just a performance channel. There's 3. There's 3. Just cranking them out. The title for the Rebirth PC port was "It's okay, but there are issues." Yeah. Which isn't like a glowing recommendation by any means, but it's certainly a couple steps above "we are disappointed." I crashed too. That'll really lose you base assault, like immediately. If someone crashes, it's over. It's wild. Stream is still buffering like hell, only for me. Did you try the Wi-Fi? Could be the Wi-Fi. Or maybe it is your phone. Did you try? I know you have a laptop, Tibby. Did you try the laptop, perchance? Because it could actually be your phone. Could be like a memory thing on the phone. I don't know. Hold on. Oh my god, also, yes, I just saw it like at a glance. Tibby, I thought the same thing when they first showed like that jungle portion of Prime 4. It looks a lot like the jungle level in Halo 4. Like a lot. The style feels very similar. And on my laptop? Oh, just the iPhone 10. Okay. It might just be a memory thing. YouTube fucking choose memory for some reason. Breath of the Wild remastered is 80 quid. Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous. Did we get any info? Because I know they didn't say during the presentation, and this was the thing I was really curious about. How much are those, like, Switch 2 upgrade packs? Because even, I think those just shouldn't be a thing, frankly. Maybe for Mario Party Jamboree, I can see it, because it almost seems like Jamboree was just made to be a Switch 2 game. With genuinely just the amount of shit that they packed in that wasn't there before, you would think that it was just a Switch 2 game. So maybe with that. But for like Breath of the Wild, paying extra money for my Breath of the Wild to run at 60 FPS pisses me off. $20 upgrade pack. Wait, but Tibby's saying 10. Hold on now. Around the yen equivalent of 10 bucks. Even 10 bucks just for 60 FPS in a game that has been out for 8 years is upsetting. Like, if you can run the game on the hardware, just raise the cap anyway. Don't make people pay for you to raise the fucking frame rate cap. Any new MP medals? We got the dogfight one finished, so it's just base assault now. It's all base assault. Adds 26 minutes of extra cutscenes. Think that's good? Depends on what the cutscenes are. Because one of, and this is a point of disagreement in terms of like me with the general opinion in the Resi community. But what that makes me think of immediately is Code Veronica X. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Which is the PS2 like director's cut basically of Code Veronica. That added a bunch of extra cutscenes that like fill out the story more. But here's the thing. The cutscenes that they added are really unnecessary. Just kind of there, and one of them in particular spoils a reveal that was supposed to be like 4 hours further into the game. But then when you get to the reveal scene from the original, the reveal scene is unchanged, and it's acting like you had no idea that this was coming, even though there was a new cutscene that told you this was coming a few hours prior. So I personally dislike Code Veronica X and prefer the original Dreamcast version. But a lot of people feel differently and just like there being new stuff. So basically what I'm saying is it depends on the cutscenes, because if it's like that, then I would honestly just rather not get new cutscenes. But it obviously, we don't know until we get them, I guess. I don't know how many more base assaults we're gonna need to do. Hopefully it's not too many. I mean, I know that it's at least like 16 more base assaults. Just because I know that we don't have the 15 destruction medal yet. But I just don't know our exact number. The trailer showed a few things. Yeah, and I didn't, like, I wouldn't be able to recognize those things because... Oh, there's the medal! Okay, that was number 15. That we hit 15 there. Chat, if you guys want to count them down each time now, because God knows I'm gonna lose track like a couple later, we can count them down. Hold on, I have to go look at it. Holy shit. One left. 15 more bases blown up, and I get that. And then, multiplayer's complete. Was it worth it? Probably not. But maybe. I can almost see the Golden King's smile. Me too. Oh, we have a fourth. How do we house rule this one now? To keep it in line with what we were doing before. Have I missed something? Yeah, they're doing a Switch release of Yakuza 0 on launch, and it's Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Oh. Full lobby. I think for full lobby on this, whoa. I think players 1 and 2, because those will be like the first on red and blue team, attack the base, and then 3 and 4 do like what I said before. You can help open the base, but don't destroy it. And I guess you could go shoot the other players too. Connection error? Whoa. What is happening? Coming to other platforms. As far as we know right now, it's only Switch 2. Have to restart. We'll just run one. Fuck it, we go. We can fit in a base assault. They're like 30 seconds long. It sounds like I'm exaggerating when I say that, but the best part is that I'm not. These genuinely take like 30 seconds apiece. No, they haven't said any specifics on other platforms yet, but if I remember right, I think they said that the Director's Cut is coming first to the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that was the wording. So I think it's going to get released on other platforms at some point. Yeah, it's a timed exclusive. Just the wording in the trailer made me think that when it said like coming first to Switch 2, but you never know. Still, kind of sucks. Screenshot on the Discord. Of what? But with how much people already like love Yakuza 0's story, I can't imagine like what will really change or anything with the Director's Cut. At least not that much. Oops. This is multiplayer? Yeah. How do you do that? What the fuck was that? Fan servers or no? So there was never any network play for Ace Combat X. Like you could never actually play the multiplayer online. So what we're doing is we're using like the emulators built in kind of like direct connection stuff for playing multiplayer games on emulation, and a VPN to like spoof our IPs so that we can directly connect to each other without doxing ourselves, right? The power of gaslighting. We're gaslighting the game into thinking that we're playing locally with like system link, but we're not. We're playing through a VPN. It's kind of a bitch to get going, but once you've got it, it just works. Oh, a disconnect. That was the loading thing. Fuson, what did you do? How'd you insta-destroy the base like that? What did you do? Finally has English dub. Praise the Lord. What do you mean, finally? Also, are my Twitch alerts not working? Hello? Thank you for the follow. Enligd. Thank you. I don't know why the alerts aren't working. I only just saw it. Only in Japanese so far. But why are you playing the games with an English dub? But why? This is one of those cases. I'm gonna be the dub bad guy. At least because, from my experience so far with Yakuza English dubs, it's Yakuza 1's English dub and Yongya as Kiryu. That 14 left now? I think. Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth are just fantastic in English, in my opinion. Doesn't one of those have Yongya? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think one of those two has him, right? Or is he just Gaiden? Because I know he's Gaiden. They both do. Oh. Oh, Infinite Wealth is, but not 7? Not Yakuza 7? He's Gaiden and Infinite Wealth. Okay. No, he is in 7. I know he's like, just from looking at the store page for 7, that's a spoiler. It's not. If the store page on Steam, when I bought 7, has a screenshot on it with Kiryu in it. It's not a spoiler. They have it on the store page. Deadass, yeah. He's just, if you go to buy the game, he's there in a screenshot. So, I knew he was in 7. $14 more bases blown up. I got time. Whoa. What the fuck? Who is that? Who the fuck pulled this shit? Excuse me? Arson. I just see blue laser out of nowhere. Hey, you better not blow up that base. You and your fucking laser beam. Wait, what? We didn't. The victory points, of course. I was like, we didn't even blow up the base. What the victory points? Not 13, still 14. I figured 4,000 would be fine. Please stop constantly quitting out if you want to grind. This is just how the multiplayer works, Lego. This is just how it works. You go back to the menu after a match. What version you guys got? Just the current one. We don't need to. No, but it always disconnects people after each game. Like, someone always gets disconnected after a match. Distracted by Sam's. There. I had to turn off victory points on base battle, which at this point I was like, no, I don't even have to do that because it goes so fast. But, oh, I almost just disconnected everything. Rarely have that in private sessions. It always, like, someone insta-disconnects after every game. At least one person. Was that the fucking Twitch follow alert from like 5 minutes ago that I was like, where was that alert? There it was. Yeah, that was it. Why? Why was it so delayed? More interested in the frog from Duskblood. What do you think its cup size is? At least a 2. That's how bra sizes work, right? Two? Yeah, 2.
I would stick for a minute.
In the frog from Duskbloods? I knew she was a furry. Or I guess, would that be scaly? What is it for amphibians? What is the term for amphibious furries? Now 13. Slimy? Slimy? Is that what you are, False? You're a slimy? Yeah, see? Everyone's gone. Rasa, I know. Don't tell them that. Dudes not knowing how bra sizes work is way too funny. We can't share the info. We need to gatekeep bra size information. I always say bra size. That's not even technically correct. But you get it. Gatekeep bra size. Yeah, bra size info. You're saying you know? Yes. Definitely. Surely. Obviously. Definitively. Certainly. That's all I got. I got qualmed. Son of a bitch. Hold on, I'm coming back. Hold on. I'm coming back. Hold on. Sammed, son of a bitch. Not as freaky as the modern day crowd. I don't think I am either. How does one stumble upon weird hentai images? Have you ever been on Twitter? I have seen some shit on Twitter. I actually was just talking with someone about this the other day because they came across something on Twitter that I had previously come across on Twitter, and it was some adult art, some, you know, art of the deed, and it was like a specific subset. This was like a year ago or so for me. It wasn't that long ago, but on Twitter, I was just scrolling Twitter. It was, I remember specifically, it was when the MVC collection came out. Whenever that was, it was around that time, because like Marvel vs. Capcom was all over my Twitter feed. And I saw a piece of artwork. It was like a subset of a gore fetish, and it was specifically a beheading fetish. I will stop the details there, but I will tell you that I actually felt like I needed to throw up. Like, legitimately, I thought I was going to throw up. Sweet Jesus. Twitter, everyone. Modern Twitter. Son of a bitch. He's doing it again. There we go. What is that, like 12? 13? Something like that. Just to know. Yeah, it was of a popular Marvel character who appears in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. And just good lord above. Here I thought he just stumbled upon Two Girls and the Cup. No. It was so much worse than Two Girls and the Cup. Do y'all see the Venom twerking emote in Marvel Rivals? I have seen that. I have seen that. It's pretty funny. Venom got the whole cake factory in that game. That's real? Yes. That's the best part. It's because people made such a big meme out of Venom being caked up in Marvel Rivals. So I guess they just made an emote to showcase it. But yeah, the Venom twerking is hilarious. It's just so fucking funny. For no reason. The blue skin. The blue skin is so good for Venom. They just added the orange one too. I saw that they added the orange Venom as well. I generally, as someone who really likes Marvel vs. Capcom, I just generally like how much MVC stuff has like appeared in Marvel Rivals, and I don't even play the game, but just seeing it and seeing that it's like getting exposure to such a broad audience makes me happy. Has Elon resigned from Doge? Did he? I only saw it like briefly while I was making dinner yesterday. But I thought that he had just said that like as soon as he's done like hitting his goal for how much he wanted to reduce our debt by, that he's gonna hand it off to someone else. I thought that was all he said. But there could be, maybe he's, hold on. If I just Google his name, it'll be the top news story. Hold on. Where's the text to speech?
Dude, yesterday I saw a video of Elon playing something. I don't remember the game, but all he was doing is button mashing LOL.
Now I want to know what game it was. What kind of game? What was like the rough genre? Oops, whoa. Oh no, no. Not again. That's my teammate. Tekken 8. It would make sense. Got the AI Charlie. I've always had the AI Charlie. Like, for so long, I've been using it. Yeah, he was a temporary employee, so he wasn't going to be around for a long time anyway. It was an ARPG? Okay, well, he might have actually not been doing the wrong thing there. Because most ARPG builds that are like actually optimal and like really well put together, you do kind of build around one skill, like one flexible skill, and then just spam the shit out of it. Holy shit. What am I getting hit by here? There. Never heard someone click buttons that fast. Oh. I've seen some stuff for the Tekken 8 season. I have not been playing, but I've seen some more changes now, and man, I seriously, I thought the Tekken community was exaggerating and just being a bunch of crybabies like they typically are, but like, holy shit. That looks like a terrible patch, genuinely. Sorry, I had to close the window. It's getting cold in here now. I saw that it got review bombed with the update. Yeah, that patch looks really bad. Just the more that I see of it, it seems so rough. Because I've just seen things like Brian Fury now has a wall splatting low. Brian, you know, the guy with like the best wall pressure in the game, can now wall splat you from a low. I think it 13, no. Yeah, I think it's a 13 frame low. I don't know the frame data on that one. It's a low that existed, but now they've given it the wall splat property. And I don't know why. I've been doing illegal things with Nina. It's bad. Oh. Is Nina still insane? I'm assuming she is, but like, especially on this patch where they've just given everyone like even more crazy offense. She's got to be crazy unless they nerfed her. But they'd have to nerf her a lot because Nina was already ridiculous. I don't know what else is massive. Bro, there's still just like one of my shorts that's hard in algorithm, has been for a super long time. And in it, I say something about massive. I think in regards to, I say something like massive damage or something. And just every comment that I've gotten on that short in like the last 2 months has been like, you know what else is massive? You know what else is massive, Chole? I don't even have to finish it. You all get the point. Ow, son of a bitch. That hit me for 72. Is that a player? Is that Amadeus? Forward 3+2 into 1+2 and you get heat engager, wall splat, mid. No nerfs that matter. Oh my god. No, dude. What happened to the game I love? Forward 3, I knew what you meant. I haven't played much, Nina, but I played enough. The Switch 2 game packaging? I saw like just the Switch 2 package. But I don't think I've seen like the game packaging, no. Gotta make this interesting? Yeah, sure. Makes sense. What was that gibberish I heard? Oh, just talking about Tekken. You know. Kazuya's new down forward 3-1 though, that looks fun. That's like the one thing that has me kind of wanting to get back on. Heihachi's headbutt looks fucking stupid. I hate it. Haven't played with it, but from what I've seen, I hate the new Heihachi headbutt thing they just gave him. Heihachi was by far like the best character in the game, design-wise and everything. He was fucking masterful. And that headbutt looks so goddamn brain dead and stupid. I do not like that. From what I've seen, I really don't. Like, Kazuya's only real good new thing is that new tailspin that they just gave him. And that's just like, oh, Kazuya's combos are better now. Oh my god, speaking of, I think I've seen like nearly every character in the game do like 100+ damage combos with either no heat or with like a heat burst, and that's it. Combos seem ridiculous. The patch just seems like a nightmare, from the outside at least. It's a good week to have a lot of other stuff to play. I can wait until they hotfix some stuff, maybe. You got in the dogfight medal? Yeah, we're just grinding the base assault. Finishing her out. It's probably gonna take one more. Nope, that was it. Sweet. And I've lost count of how many base destructions we need. We're somewhere in the ballpark of like 10 more. I could probably say 10 more, and that's about what we have left. But thankfully, that the new zombies map that came out yesterday is really goddamn fun. Like, really good. The, what's it? The new PoE League starts tomorrow. And it has like 5 new ascendancies, so that's gonna keep me plenty busy. Plenty busy. I can wait for them to fix up Tekken. I saw Harada tweeting about it this morning. And he was acknowledging that there was definitely a disconnect between like what players wanted and what the designers thought they wanted. Too bad to keep streaming these Thursday, Friday. I'm not doing it intentionally. I don't normally schedule around like what day of the week it is. It's normally just what I've been doing lately. Like how much of whatever game I'm trying to fit in. Oh my god, what the fuck? Did I just get quammed? What was that? Holy crap, it's still Ace Combat X? It's still Ace Combat X. We're so close though. Were those qualms? He's flying an S-32, so I think they were. I got the no missile alert qualms. Yep, son of a bitch. Wonder how many have actually attempted a 100% playthrough. Well, to be fair, doing it for the single player, it's really not any worse than like AC5 or AC0. But when you add in the multiplayer, that's where it gets super grindy. I was wondering if that was what that little hitch was. May I ask for Asuka nerfs? Bro, you know it's bad when Asuka mains start saying that they need to nerf their character. Most downplayed character in the game aside from like Jin. Gonna play some AC1, some air combat. I like air combat. Genuinely. if the MP group were to have a name, please don't let it be Balls Squadron. Why not? What's wrong with Balls Squadron? Oh, Armored Core 1. Close enough. AC. Torsion Squadron. I don't see the problem with Balls Squadron, personally. Who doesn't want to be part of the Balls Squadron? Kind of stressing me out. You should try a much less stressful experience. S ranking Devil May Cry 2. Trust me, not stressful at all. Must have a team name like Ball Pack. I think it's just us. There's the 3 of us. Dude, I feel like I should maybe turn on my Xbox One just in case I'm gonna need it today. Because God knows there's gonna be like an Xbox Live update, like a system update. Sorry, not Xbox Live, like a system update that I'm gonna have to download. Just in case. What time is it? 2:35? I might need to. How about unlimited nuts? Ballsy Squadron. Fucking Ballsy Squadron. Who here has Ace Combat 6, like, physical? Don't out yourself if you don't. Who here has... I deserve a free base destruction for that. That is the second time that has happened today. What the fuck is happening? I do. Because apparently the MP on that is peer-to-peer. So like, even though you would think that the game isn't still up and running since they just don't sell it or anything anymore, it just is peer-to-peer through Xbox Live, supposedly. And still works perfectly fine. Like if you just boot up on Xbox Live, it's there and it works. So the multiplayer stuff and the co-op stuff for 6 might also be doable. Or so I've been told. A better AC6, I would argue, but no, you're right. I'm bad at these games and at work. Shit. Being bad wouldn't be an issue. Especially on the multiplayer side. But the co-op stuff can't be that hard, right? It's Ace Combat. How hard can it get? Ace 6 is kind of mid, not gonna lie. It's near the middle of the road for Ace Combat. Maybe a little bit towards the higher end. Like, I like Ace Combat 6 more than I like Ace Combat 2. Ace Combat 3, Air Combat. Assault Horizon. Most of the handheld games. I think it's pretty good. I think 6 is pretty good. Did you ever do 100% runs on the PS1 Armored Core games? Yeah. We did them first. Naturally. Release order and all that. Is in the bottom 50% in my opinion? No. Because, hold on. If I were to write it out, it would definitely be in like the upper half. If I don't know how many I just said, but if I wrote out a list, I would definitely end up putting it in the upper half. Remember the soundtrack? The soundtrack is great. But Ace Combat 6 plays better. It's true. Oh my god, there's a laser beam again. How are you? Fuson, what are you doing to destroy the base that fast? With one person. What are you doing? What is your secret? That's not the first time you've done that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Seven, zero, zero is too high. 4, 5, 2, 6. The rest, that's the upper half. There are 13 games. Well, 14. Infinity is a thing, but I've never gotten to play it. Fuson is gatekeeping secrets. There is some secret that he's using to destroy these bases so quickly. I don't know what it is. He's doing something. He's doing some wacky shit. And I'm not seeing it because I'm way over on the other side of the map. But we're using the same plane. I'm assuming he must be using the same shit that I am. Surely. Hitting them in the critical areas? How the fuck does that work? With regular and SP weapons and machine gun. Huh. GBA game does count. It is an Ace Combat game that exists. I liked AC6 more than I liked this one. Back when I did the reviews, at least. We'll see how that holds, but back when I did the reviews, I liked it better. Shit. Fuck. I knew it. I was like, adding this machine gun is gonna be a little sketchy. Uh-oh. Son of a bitch. Okay. There. I accidentally held the button. Hear your voice acting and the soundtrack is worse. Bro, and the flight model? And there are no angels to dance with? Exactly. Mostly the flight model. Like, just the core game of 6 is so good. Feels great. Smooth. Elegant. You get to dance with angels or something. X2 OST is superior to X. I think X2 has like the most underrated soundtrack of the series. And no one talks about how good that soundtrack is, and it's definitely one of the better ones. I never forgave 6 back in the day for being 30 FPS. Fast forward to nowadays. Everyone's like, no, 30 FPS is fine. Who needs 60? No, 60. We don't need 60. Back in the day, we didn't tolerate 30. Oh, my target. Son of a bitch. Oh, he's gonna beat me on this one. Or not. Okay. I don't know how many I have left. That's the worst part. I lost count. We had a chance to get an exact count, and I lost it so quickly. So now I've just been base assaulting for like an hour straight, and I can't even tell you how much further we need to go. Just keep her going. More base assault. We have 15 left. We have a lot less than 15 left. I know that much. Like, we're definitely below 10. But that's all I could tell you. I don't know how far below 10 we are, but we're definitely below 10. Whether that's like 9 or 4, no idea. But one of these base assaults is gonna end, and there's gonna be a medal, and then it will be over. Well, I have a tiny bit of money grinding left, but like a mission or two. And then it's over. Oh, the F4 warrior returns. Holy shit. I wasn't even close. Testing the meta in 2v1s feels very sportsman-like. We did not get a progression on that one. Was that missile movement? My special weapons are meant to like fly above and then drop straight down. So they do a bit of a weird curve when you fire them at certain angles. Unsportsmanlike. What the hell is Tracata? Star Wars shit that I don't know about. Which is some real Star Wars shit. Some deep Star Wars lore. If I don't know it, it's deep. But apparently it shows up in The Acolyte, and yeah, I didn't watch that. So maybe that has something to do with it, I don't know. Shot one of them early. So destroyed, he said it twice. Metal? No, I didn't think so. Shit. How many more bases do I have to blow up anyway? Sick of it. Sick of blowing up bases. Bullshit ass base assault. Sick of it. Just 17 more. How does the number keep going up? What is happening? Oh my god, I haven't had any caffeine today. How have I only just realized? It was in Fallen Order? I don't remember it. Where was it in Fallen Order? Oh, see, I just had to read the thing. Yeah, I remember this from Fallen Order, actually. I remember this. It's a style of lightsaber combat that involved turning the blade of the saber on and off during the fight. So you'd, like, turn it off and retract the blade right before the two lightsabers connect. So that once it's like past your blade, you can turn it back on and hit them. At least that's the idea of it. But then like, what are they swinging at if they're not hitting you first? we go. Sith no balls. What? No balls, they say. I'm gonna get myself caffeine. I'm gonna do that. Still no metal. How many left now? Like 18, probably? I think there's 18 left. Alright, hold on. Check this out. I'm gonna open the lobby, and then I'm gonna go get caffeine real quick. I'll be right back, chat, with energy drinks. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. I got it. I got it. Wait, Grim is in here. What was the fix? Now I'm curious. What did it? It's a caffeine addict? Not an addict. It just makes me feel better. But I could quit at any time. Just had to be this mode. Yeah. Could quit whenever I wanted to. Worst timing? It's not that bad. Because we're going to have to use the same multiplayer connection method for Joint Assault. So, it's like an investment for once we're done with AC6, when you think about it. Celsius? Yeah. The grape one. It's called Grape Rush. That's nice. In like 3 months. I don't know. I don't think 6 will take that long. Because this, well, no. 6 doesn't have the same like split path thing that the last couple games have had. Even 5 had it to some degree. But 6 just doesn't have it. 6 has one linear campaign, like front to back. Oh. Whoops. Oh, I accidentally double swapped somehow. Fuck! Shit! I knew it. I got recommended Bang and it tastes like ass. No, Bang does taste like ass. Plus, the guy who made Bang is full of shit. Fucking super creatine. Super creatine. It's real. Trust me, bro. Are we there yet? No, I didn't get a win that time. We're not there yet. Not there yet. I need to blow up the base to get us there. So if we don't win, it won't be that one. Fuck base assault. Wholeheartedly, fuck this game mode. Shitty game mode. And fuck Access Games for making it like actual base destructions rather than just wins, because we would have had it already if it was just wins. But because they made it base destructions, it takes so much longer. Called anabolics. Super creatine. It's called super creatine. What stage of grief are we at? The stage where I can't even remember what the stages are called anymore. Despair? Is that one of them? That would be it. Son of a bitch. How the fuck? How'd you do it so fast? What body fat percentage are you? I have no idea. Not a fucking clue. Rage, probably. That could be it too. I'm bargaining. I don't know where I'm at. I see fires, but not of liberation. Oops, I just closed my chat. Hold on. Wait a minute. There. Let's see chat again. Denial? Maybe. It would be so much better if I just knew how long I have to go. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know how many more bases I have to blow up. I'm stuck in this loop with no end in sight. Want to see AC6 already? I might be doing it today. Like the very beginning of it, maybe. Depends how many more bases I have to blow up. But we're potentially within an hour of being done. Hard to say. Do you think YouTube Premium is worth it? I think the benefits for Premium are really nice, but I think it's overpriced. Was that it? Was that the last one? Nope. Nope. Has been for me, but prices. What, worth it? It's just so expensive. Hold on, I don't have premium right now. I can go look. Hold on. If I go to YouTube, where do I even go to like purchase it? Maybe here? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, $14 a month is a little pricey. YouTube Music is superior. Not to Spotify. Absolutely not. But if you use YouTube for music, then I'm sure premium is even more worth it. Spotify is king. Just so nice. The only thing that isn't as great about Spotify is that you don't get as much like user created music on there. But even then, they've made it a lot easier to publish music on Spotify in the last few years. So you're seeing a lot more of it. Just obviously still not as much as YouTube, because YouTube, you just have to upload the video. Like, that's all it takes on YouTube. Comments? Comments? I'm not reading comments, but they are nice. They're apparently working on a new subscription model which limits the ads, but doesn't fully remove it. It seemed like a weird, like, middle ground. I don't know why they would do that. Because if it only limits the ads, then who the fuck is gonna buy it? Like, the whole reason you buy YouTube Premium is because it has no ads. So if you did like a $7 a month version that cuts the ads in half, no one's gonna buy that. They're either gonna buy Premium or they're not. No one's gonna buy like the halfsies model. I didn't get any sound effects for my missiles there. That was weird. They hit, but it didn't seem like they hit for a second. There's another one. Still need more. Still need more. What if its main feature is all ads are skippable? That, okay, I could maybe see something like that being a thing. Because hear me out, right? You know how 5-second ads are unskippable. Some 15-second ads are unskippable, but they're rare because they're really expensive for advertisers to run. And then, you know, anything longer, even most of the 15-second ones, you can skip after 5 seconds. What if they did like a halfway model where every ad would still play, but could be skipped immediately? Because honestly, that would tempt me. If it was like half the price and it was just you can skip immediately for any ad. I don't think they would ever do that because then I don't think there's enough purpose in premium if you do that. But that could certainly be an idea. YouTube. Let me cook. 10% commission. That's all I ask for. 10% YouTube commission would have me set for life. 10% commission on a YouTube subscription? Bro, I would never have to work again. Yeah, game OSTs aren't on Spotify a lot of the time. I came up with that? Yeah, but I brought it to them. Emailing my partner manager right now. Just leave the no ads, but for half price. What if instead of $14 a month for no ads, there was also a tier of $7 a month, but you just have to press the skip, but the skip is always there. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm gonna patent it. Go for it. No, you aren't. Bro, imagine you did, and then you have like this random fucking patent. YouTube long-term goes with it, and you're like, hey, no, patent, bitch. I'm taking you to court. Wait, what? There are porn ads on YouTube? I've never gotten porn ads on YouTube. Huh? Actually, I don't know. No. I was like, because there's a thing in YouTube where you can select what types of ads run on your channel, and I was like, maybe one of the ones that I have disabled is like adult material, but I know the two that I have disabled. On my channel, I don't allow any advertising for gambling services or alcohol. And those are the two that I have disabled. On you bastard. You bastard! You stole my base kill. This is a Christian server. No porn ads. Now you're gonna make me look. I have to go look now. Just to see if that's an advertising category. Hold on. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Here, let me look. Oh. Oh, that's not nudity. Okay, there's one in here called bare skin. But, okay. It's images of models of either gender whose bodies have exposed, unclad, in parentheses, unclad midsection, i.e. the torso and the upper half of the thighs, excluding the shoulders. That is enabled on my channel. You might see bare skin on my channel. Warning. Might have gotten a bit carried away. If you're watching my YouTube channel, you just might see some bare skin. So, I'm sorry. Saw a browser's ad? On where? On YouTube? No. Because there's no... There's no, like, adult category for the advertising in here. The closest thing is, sexual health products. That's the closest category. But that's, like, health products. It's not, you know, spicy videos. How spicy? I can't believe YouTube has a Victorian option. Yeah, just a warning. If you open up any of my videos or streams, you might see some bare skin before you actually get to them. Just a heads up. Do they not regulate it, though? They regulate it very heavily because they don't want another adpocalypse. They're very on top of it. Also, how the fuck? Who was on the other team? What was that? What? Fuson. How do you do it? My plane don't blow up base like that. My plane don't blow up base like that. There's an option in here to block weight loss ads. And video games, just video games. I guess you can, oh my god, you can like actually block anything. Holy shit. Why is video games under the sensitive categories though? Because I can block any of like the 500 categories. But video games is in the sensitive category. Why, YouTube? Because it's not like gambling games. Like, gambling games are their own category in here. Just video games. It would be fucking funny if you blocked video games. I think I would lose a lot of my advertising revenue if I blocked video games. A lot. Have gore and nudity? Maybe? I don't know. Is this biblically accurate? Dancing with the Angels? Yes. Longest ACX playthrough? Dude, the multiplayer drags these out a lot is what I'm learning here. Just doing the multiplayer like doubled the length of this 100%. If not more. It might have more than doubled it. Because holy shit. Oh. This should go without saying, probably, but I did not mean to do this. God damn it. I can't pull out. Son of a bitch. Oh, I can pull. Hold on. Hold on. I can get in there. Maybe. Hold on. No. No, please. Shit. The Minecraft movie is about to come out? Oh, wait, what? It's close to coming out? It is. It does come out on Friday. What? Comes out tomorrow. Oh my god. We lost all but one. Dude, this genuinely... Hold on. I just have to pull this up real quick. This does not look like a real promotional image. Oh, I can't actually... But it is. This is a real image that they are using to promote the movie. This is genuine. It doesn't look real. What about sex toy reviews? There are some on YouTube. I think they don't get monetized. I think they're demonetized because the way that YouTube handles moderation of content now is unless it's like incredibly offensive, like, you know, hate crimes or some shit like that, literal death. Unless it's incredibly offensive, the way that they have opted to handle things recently has been, they made the partner requirements much more strict, and they actively monitor their partners now. So like, back in the day, pre-adpocalypse, you did not need to be a partner to make money from YouTube ad revenue. But now you have to meet some kind of tricky criteria. Not too bad, but you know, you've got to have like an actual channel going to even be eligible. And then when you are eligible, you have to be manually reviewed to get in and be able to start running advertising. And then because you're in the partner program, you're on like a monitored channel list beyond that point. So if you, God fucking damn it, I even, who was on the other team? Was it Fuzon again? Swear to God, this guy. It was. Son of a bitch. The entire Minecraft movie is gonna be Jack Black explaining what Minecraft is. Ooh. I thought to go look at Metacritic for it. So I'm like, oh yeah, if it comes out tomorrow, then like critics will have been allowed to see it, right? Hold on, literally the top review. They gave the movie an 80 somehow, but the top review is from LA Times, and it says, half of the time, Black's dialogue is just announcing what we are looking at. From diamond swords to flying hot air balloons that look like goth squids. So literally, like, right after you saying that, I go to look, and the top review is just like, yeah, half the shit this guy says is just announcing what we're looking at. You're wasting 4 XAGMs on the second door. It doesn't matter, because you get 16, and it takes 2 laps to open it, and then 2 laps to kill it, even if you're just doing it alone, like with no help. The reason I shoot 4 is because if I can get the missiles to hit first, then the gate opens, and those 4 will hit the core. This is a crafting table. Yeah, I've seen that clip. That's hilarious, though. The top review is just like, yeah, half the shit this dude says is just literally saying what we're looking at. I forgot the DMC anime came out today. I wonder how people are feeling about that now that it's out. Chicken jockey. That movie seems like it would be painful to sit through, like, unless you are there with, like, your kids or something, right? Even if you like Minecraft. Like, I like Minecraft. I don't love Minecraft, but, you know, I'm a gamer. There are very few gamers out there who don't like Minecraft. Phenomenal game. But, like, I don't want to sit through a whole movie that is just Jack Black being like, ah, yes, this thing from Minecraft. Creeper. That is a skeleton. If that really is the movie, I would fucking hate it. People hate Emo Dante for no reason. No, dude, people hate Emo Dante because he fucking sucks. Sorry. I couldn't even say it without laughing. He does suck, though. He really does. He's the worst. Sometimes in a funny way. Like, he says some really dumb shit that's just so dumb that I can't help but laugh at it. But, like, I'm laughing at him, not with him, you know? Like, lines like, you're dumped. So stupid. Virgil's just as bad in that game, too. Because in case you guys didn't know, Virgil has the bigger dick. But you loved Minecraft? I like Minecraft. The thing with Minecraft is it's the sort of game that, like, every 1 or 2 years, you randomly are like, I want to play Minecraft. And what you do is you start up a new world, you play a shit ton of Minecraft for like 2 weeks, and then you wait until next year when you get the urge again. And you start the whole cycle over. That's how Minecraft is played. We don't talk about DMC2. DMC2 is certainly a video game that exists. The classic 2-week Minecraft cycle, exactly. You just randomly get the urge, you're like, yep, re-downloading Minecraft, you get some nice shaders, start up a world, play for 2 weeks, and then you don't touch it for like a year again. It's just how she goes. Oh yeah. The MC2 Dante was boring, not cringe. That's true. He's just kind of... Oh. Chat. Do you see that chat room? Look. Look at it. Look at it. That is a medal. You think I could be in the next Minecraft movie? I audibly screamed when I saw it. We're free. Oh my god. Hold on. Metal viewer multiplayer. Chat. We're so done with this game. We have to do a little bit of money. Tiny bit. That's not the 100%. I'm missing this. But no more multiplayer. Thank you, boys, for playing ACX multiplayer. I will see you again with Join Assault. Or maybe if you are one of like the 2 people who's going to actually have a functioning Xbox and a copy of AC6. Heroes really do exist. It's us and we're already home. It's true. The question is, once I get like these last couple missions done, we're gonna bring the 2 craziest planes just to cap things off. First up, Falcon TLS, because of course. I'm gonna have like a few minutes. So do I start 6 or do I just save it? I think my next Ace Combat stream is scheduled for Sunday. Hold on. It's not tomorrow. I know what. Yeah, it is Sunday, I think. Don't take that as gospel, but I think on Sunday is when I scheduled the next AC thing. Start 6, we'll see. 30 minutes left in stream right now. It also depends if this is 1 or 2 missions, right? To get the last bit of money. It could be 1 mission. It's probably going to be 2 missions, but we'll see. So close to over. I love a good Falcon laser beam. I really do. Even if I have a hard time aiming it in third person for some reason, I always have fun with a good old laser beam. There's not gonna be a Falcon in 6, is there? It's gonna be like the first one since 5 that doesn't have it. Why did you choose this mission? Just a random mission. I'm not picky. With a big brain method? What is that? What if it's 3 missions? It shouldn't be 3. And this probably could make us enough money. I'm just not sure. I never found like one mission that paid out way better than the rest. Mission 2 with Nuke goes really fast, but then it only pays like 7K. So it's kind of repetitive to do it. I didn't like it. Shit. Like, the Mission 2 nuke strat is definitely the quickest in terms of overall time, but it's just really boring. Get us out of Skies of Deception. Hey, I want to be gone just as bad. You were all here, but you didn't have to play the base assault. Since I have an old PC that can run it, I can use it as dummy MP. Wow. Wow. I mean, the network is set up, and people in the Discord server do randomly use it. But that would go faster. You know, just throw on a podcast, grind it all out with your spoofed like alt account. It's cheesy, but it works. Wouldn't be here if not for us. I wouldn't be. I probably could have done that sort of method if it came down to it. Like just install everything on my laptop and run like a fake session to get the medals, but it wouldn't have been very fun. I probably wouldn't have. People who played base, some people did have to play it, but it's just as bad on this end, trust me. I'm hoping that 6's multiplayer does work and that we can at least get like a couple people for it. Because that would be sweet if it just actually still is up and running on Xbox Live. Because supposedly it is. Even though for some reason I was under the impression that it wasn't. But there was some guy on Reddit talking about how he and some friends just booted it up, sent invites through Xbox Live, and it just worked. And that was from like a few months ago. It was like 3 months ago or something. So it's not like it's an old post or anything. Thought you didn't use Reddit? Someone in chat found it. I didn't find it. Because I don't really scroll Reddit ever. I occasionally go on Reddit to see what certain gaming communities in Reddit might be saying about me, i.e. the ones that I like actively cover for. Like on occasion, I'll go see what the Armored Core community is saying about me on Reddit. The Armored Core guys are the ego search, because those guys like me. Armored Core community really likes me. What was the subject you enjoyed reading or studying most in school? Like actual traditional school subject? I don't know. I didn't really like any of them, to be honest. In terms of like the more traditional school subjects, I was not a fan of school. Oh, this is a fun one.
The Gleipnir is now...
Anything? Well, I took some good electives in school.
I will stick my finger in your teeth.
So, like, I had some fun classes that I took, like film theory. Or... I'm trying to remember. In college, I took some mythology electives, like world mythology.
First fleet to third fleet. Any sign
And I liked that.
Third fleet. No sign of it yet.
I mean, for my degree, like for my actual like core courses for my degree, I really, partially because I discovered Path of Exile while I was in college, I really loved systems design. Those were my favorite courses for sure. Probably just out of any of the schooling I did, those were my favorites. But I had a great teacher for US history my junior year of high school. So for like core school stuff, I swear we've done this before. I swear. Fuzon, you followed the Twitch channel before, I swear, right? Surely. I feel like we've done this already. I feel like I've already seen your name pop up and been like, you weren't following before? One last run in the Fenrir. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to put batteries in my Xbox controller. I'm using the Xbox Series X controller right now, but it has no batteries in it because you can use it wired without even having batteries in the back. So the back, like, battery compartment is literally just empty. I don't even have, like, dead batteries sitting in it or anything. It's just empty. Does the Fenrir nuke have no tracking on it? What the fuck? It just zipped by the Gleipnir of all things. Maybe it was because the camo came up? Well, I probably want to wait until... What's it? All of the, like, smaller components are available to shoot before I launch the second nuke. Yeah, it went stealth. Okay, I was like, I swear, it has at least a little tracking, right? It must have just been terrible timing, because that shit just flew in a straight line, straight past it. There was no curve. But yeah, there are still parts that I never tried, but like, at this point, certified whoopsie daisy. I'm ready to be done with X. I'm itching for some of that Ace Combat 6 flight model gameplay. Really just a flight model that is up to par with, you know, the post PS1 era. Sounds great right now. Because, like, ACX, solid Ace Combat game. ACX's flight model, not even on par with, like, Ace Combat 2. Granted, Ace Combat 2's flight model was crazy. And then 3's was rough. 3's flight model is probably worse than this one. But then, like, despite this being built off of Ace Combat 4, the flight model here is not as good as AC4's. 4 had the best. 4's is so good. I think 5 and 0 have a better flight model than 4, at least going off of memory. Isn't nearly that bad. It's not as good as AC2's. It's just not. I'm not saying it's like bad, but it's definitely on the lower end of the series in terms of the game feel and everything. And it only gets worse after this. Looking at you, X2. But just not being the fucking war crime that is X2's flight model doesn't get this one a pass. Has the best physics for newcomers, you think? I do like that 4 still had some of the physics. Like, it doesn't feel as smooth as 5 or X do. Just feels clumsy. Yeah, it just feels a little like it just lacks a little bit of polish, you know? And like I said, it's not even like there's a PS1 title in the series that beats out this one in terms of like game feel. Five and 0 have the best flight physics. I don't think do they even have physics? Because when I think of 5 and 0's flight models, I just think of them as not having physics. But maybe I'm just misremembering. Do it! Blow it all up! Thank you! Badass. AC2 feels really good. It's crazy. Because like AC2 had the best flight model until 4 came around. Like 3 didn't even beat out 2. for game feel and such. 2's flight model was genuinely just good. For some reason. That is their fault. Like, obviously it's not a new flight model for X2. But like, if you have a flight model that sucks from another game and you decide to pull it over, that's still your fault. I don't know why the fuck you would do that. I thought 3 was better. Well, it also, okay, it depends what version of 3 you play. I didn't know about this because I've never played the Western release of 3. I've only ever played the JP one because that's just the copy that I bought. But AC3's flight model is much smoother and allegedly, from what people say, better than AC2's on the Western version. Like, if you have a European or a North American copy of 3, it's a totally different model compared to the original Japanese release. And I've heard that it's really good, but I've never experienced it, so I can't say. JP and Western releases have different physics. It's because the JP release came first. And the international version they touched up. The flight model was updated in AC3's international version. Yeah, I've heard that it's way better. I need to get myself like an NA copy of AC3 just to have it and experience it. I need to pick one up because it is, from what I hear, just such a different game, for better and for worse. Like, better flight model, sweet, but the campaign obviously got gutted in the international release.
We've succeeded in destroying the glacier.
That's already enough credits. The last part was 14,000 flat. We're done.
Unfortunately,
I have to buy the part and save and go see the medals and.
I'm starting to feel like retaking Santa Elva is fastly becoming a reality.
I've only heard that they added analog control, not a better flight model. What the fuck? Start AC6. Here's the thing. I do have AA batteries on my desk that like aren't empty, I don't think. I don't know what's real anymore. Yeah, the flight model is better. And the analog, they have actual analog control in AC3's international release, whereas the Japanese release had digital input mapped to the analog stick. But the international version has actual analog input. Oh my god! Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Campaign medals, chat. Behold. All of them. Multiplayer medals, chat. Behold. All of them. Go save my game. Just an extra save.
We've got new.
Wait, did I even buy the part? Hold on. I did. Question mark? If I did, I forgot buying it. But the medal's there. I didn't buy it. It gives the medal just for being able to afford everything. Because I didn't actually go in and purchase it. Weird quirk, but okay. I played it on an emulator, so I probably won't see a difference. You would see a difference on emulator, because emulator still can't spoof the actual game's input. Like the way that the game reads your inputs. The emulator can't change that, so you would still feel the difference. Why? It's so interesting that it popped the medal just because I had enough total credits to afford it, rather than I had actually bought it, because I hadn't bought it. Interesting. All right. I'm done. I am done. Now, let's see what happens. I turn on the Elgato. Put these batteries into my Xbox controller. Oh, shit. Dropped one of them on the way in. Update the wiki, you must. What, with AC3's controls? I didn't even discuss... Oh, you mean the metal popping thing. I thought we were still talking about AC3. I'm like, there's no way I'm one of the few people. Oh, was the sound super delayed for you guys? I can see that you can see it. Hold on, let me restart my OBS, because I think it's just the generic audio issue that OBS and Elgato have. It's fine, I think. Either way, it was monitoring wrong for me. Better. All right, let me change my HDMI real quick to the Elgato one so that I can see it all on the big screen. Oh, there we go. I can see now. And I already have the disc in. Let's go, boys. We're on the Xbox. Oh, hold on. I haven't seen that in so long. Probably since I last played AC6 for the review. Beautiful. I haven't been on an Xbox 360 game in so long. Well, on an Xbox. I'm seeing AC6 for the first time. I'm probably literally just gonna watch the intro, fly around for a couple minutes, and then just quit out and save the real start for next time, to be honest with you guys. Because we have 9 minutes, and this game has really big missions. So I'm just gonna fuck around with it for 9 minutes. Kind of start it, but really start it next time.
I am empty.
They took out King's Bridge! Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Grace Maria. You've got to be nuts! Listen, the plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area. All stricken team members assemble for takeoff. For the glory of our country, then regroup for a counterattack.
You have to leave now. As far away from here as you can. They're coming from the sky.
Launch, outside to all forces. We must implement an emergency reformation. Crew team, thought you could use some cover. What's this? Missiles. Let's do this, Gorilla.
This song is so good. This is the one really good song from 6. The one that's like really good, like the one that's worth saving on Spotify, sort of good. In terms of like being in the game, there are some really good ones outside of that. I'm not signed in. Just in case, because I don't remember if it's gonna like flash an email or something. I don't think it is. Oh, it did. It did. Because it went to Xbox. Oh, I'm going to need my password too. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I turned off the Elgato real quick. It's not there yet, but it's about to ask me for my password because it's been so long. It's taking forever to actually load. Like a fucking eternity. Oh my god, it flashed my phone number too. My personal email and my mobile phone number. Thank God I turned off the Elgato. Had the instinct. I'm like, just in case. Christ, Xbox. Calm down. The email is one thing, but my personal phone number? Jesus. Fires of doxing. Christ. Hold on. Almost done. Signing me in. I have the Frank Woods profile picture on Xbox. I forgot my old Xbox 360 profile picture. There we go. I'm in. I'm into Xbox Live. Check me out, dude. This old dashboard. My 50,000 gamer score. Beautiful. Oh. All right, do your thing. Friends one friend online. Xbox 360 dashboard was your friends who are currently online. I actually have a lot of Xbox friends from back in the day. This game was good. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume on the Elgato though. I think. The intro was really loud. Like it would have drowned me out, but I'll keep an eye on it. What's your avatar? That one. Oh, do you mean like my old I have no idea. We're not actually on 360. We're on Xbox One. So I don't know. I have a message from someone. I remember comments. Yeah.
Here we go.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
See, the audio is fine here though. I'll just have to keep an eye on it, I guess.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
See you later, Mom.
Listen to your teacher, okay? And, give the king my best.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Maybe we'll tango today instead of waltz.
That's our way of saying goodbye. My husband is an Air Force pilot and refers to fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to go dance with his angels. Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house. That iron giant is the pride of Grace Maria, our capital city. In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda is going there on a field trip today. In the throne room rests the Golden King. He's been smiling for a good 600 years now.
Forgot about this game's weird lore.
Was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight.
My controller's vibrate. God damn.
Afterwards, They found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility.
Thank you, False.
Anyway, that's
Oh,
how the story
is
goes.
the audio doubled for you
His
guys?
smiling face still touches the hearts of our people.
And has no one mentioned it
The
yet?
very face my daughter and the others got on a bus to see this morning.
No. Okay.
The song on the radio seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather.
It's showing as doubling on my audio mixer. To be fair, the cutscene audio in this game is also just shit.
That awful sound and the
But-
shaking. Was that a blast of wind?
It definitely
From an
is.
explosion?
Okay. I thought so.
The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
No, it's not going to be doubled like echoing, but you're going to be hearing two of them at the same time is what I'm seeing.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city, Grace Maria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread
How about
throughout
now?
the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
I think it's good. It is already that time. Now seems good. Sweet. My OBS setup with the Elgato right now, it was for recording video, not streaming video, so it's a little different. There is a tutorial. I'm gonna do like one barrel roll.
Your flight and combat training is about to start.
God damn it.
Do what you're told to clear each section.
Just let me do a barrel roll. Ew, no, no. I'm gonna change that too. Fuck no. Absolutely, I can't do it right here. Oh. Oh, it's so much smoother. Okay.
Well done. Off to the next section.
Ah, all right. Satisfied. I'm happy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. ACX edging, I'm sorry. Next time, though. Next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing a whole bunch of other stuff like Resident Evil. Bitch. Metal Gear. Yakuza. On. Bitches are getting banned. On Saturday, we will be playing the new PoE League, the new PoE 2 League. It does come out tomorrow, but it comes out only during the last hour of my stream time, like my scheduled stream block. So we're gonna play it on Saturday.
Nano machine, son.
You bitches. You bitches. I don't know if anyone's noticed yet, but the timeouts are escalating each time that this happens to me during the outro. Anyway. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side, leave a like. Algorithm, you know how it goes. We finally beat ACX. Please like for me, for my sake. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to go ahead. Check out links in the description or on Twitch, or like on the channel page and the chat commands, whatever. Things are in there like the Twitter, the Discord server, you know, anything you might be looking for. So check those out if you're interested. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.